knows best, right? So many parents focus on avoiding mistakes. They're afraid that a lack of perfection could actually ruin the relationship.
Yeah, but Dr. Aliza Pressman, author of the 5 Principles of Parenting, says mistakes can have a positive impact. And she's joining us now to talk about it. Why is there so much pressure for parents to be perfect?
I mean, it's so well-meaning. We have these children. We want to do what's best for them. It makes sense. And we're inundated in culture with optimization and just getting everything so perfect. And yet, first of all, there's no such thing. And also, it does a disservice because who wants to grow up feeling like perfect is attainable and that's the expectation? And it limits you so much. So I encourage parents to make mistakes, to teach kids that like we can make mistakes and bounce back and relationships can stay stable. And this is part of how we build resilience.
Well, it sounds counterintuitive, but what's the positive impact actually of making mistakes with your children?
So you're stretching, think of it as building muscles for becoming robust and having a bounce back ability. So you see the mistakes and you recognize that it's not the end and that you can get past them. They're bumps in the road. And it also means that you can make repairs. And repairs, similar to how you build muscles, you work out, they make tiny little tears in the muscles, and then those muscles grow stronger. It's the same thing with relationships. So you actually need those moments of discord in order to grow and strengthen your relationship.
I've got some big muscles. Exactly. Raising my two, yeah.
When a child is an infant, is there any, you mentioned repair work, is there any repair work a parent has to do at that point?
Yes. I mean, it's funny because it's not like you're going to be like, I'm so sorry if I hurt your feelings when I put you to sleep and I went to go watch television. Yeah. But what you're doing is it's about reconnection. So if you find that you've been zoning out or you were totally not paying attention and they were cooing and trying to get your attention, you just look at them and reconnect kind of through eye contact and with facial expressions and warmth. And basically, we think of repair as like fixing something that's broken. What I want everybody to think of is just reconnecting when there's been a disconnect.
Moving forward in the timeline, though, they become toddlers. Now they can interact with you. So they can make you feel like you made a mistake with something ridiculous, like, you know, pouring the milk into the wrong sippy cup, and it's a whole traumatic experience. So how do you link between apologizing and just letting it go? Well,
I think we also have to chill out a little bit, if I may, because not every moment is so precious that it needs repair and that it needs that, you know, opportunity to show there was a mistake and then make a lengthy repair. Sometimes it's just, you know, you're reconnected because you were upset, but everybody moved on and you laughed about something a few minutes later. Other times you can actually say, like, this felt like I really blew it and I need to say something.
At what point do you realize that you're just raising a brat?
Good point.
I think, you know, if you notice that your child can't experience the no's, the discomforts, and they're growing up and everything is sort of like, I want an Oompa Loompa. What you want to do is check in with yourself. Am I able to handle their discomfort? Or am I trying to fix it because I don't like when they're upset? They need to know that life isn't always comfortable. Your parents always love you. And also, sometimes you're not going to have a clean, beautiful, perfect moment.
And try not to be a snowflake.
There you go.
Exactly.
But I always made a point with my kids that discomfort means growth many times.
Absolutely.
So but my humans are out of they're out of the barn for 30, 35 years already. So.
They're creating new ones
yes.
at this point. All right, Dr. Pressman, thank you so much for joining us today. And for more information on the 5 Principles of Parenting, check out the website on your screen or follow Raising Good Humans podcast on Instagram.